I hope everybody had a very happy July 4th. What did you guys get up to? I saw some pretty cool videos. The American Eagle, wow. If you had to choose who is going to be manning the barbecue, would you pick Chuck Schumer or Trump? I know it's a tough one. It's a tough question to answer. As I often say, a lot has changed in the last year.
And we give thanks to our Commander-in-Chief, the President of the United States, the extraordinary President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Ho, ho, ho. Happy Independence Day.
They were all like waiting on bated breath beside him like, please don't say Merry Christmas. Justice Tango tagged me in this one. Merry 4th of Father's Day. Oh, poor Biden. He'll definitely be remembered in history. People won't be forgetting him anytime soon, that's for sure.
I need you to get vaccinated when it's your turn and when you can find an opportunity. And to help your family, your friends, your neighbors get vaccinated as well. Because here's the point. If we do all this, if we do our part, if we do this together, by July the 4th, there's a good chance you, your families and friends will be able to get together in your backyard or in your neighborhood and have a cookout or a barbecue and celebrate Independence Day. That doesn't mean large events with lots of people together, but it does mean small groups will be able to get together.
Honestly, can you imagine what people are going to think looking back at that?
We need all the protection that we can get. That's why the vaccines are so effective.
This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
We've got to get them vaccinated, and hopefully they will do it willingly.
I think we really need to make it clear that there are privileges associated with being an American.
We have to be more blunt. We have to be more forceful.
If you do not want to get vaccinated, you can work from home. You can homeschool your children. You can shop online. So where is this coming from? People saying, I'm now being forced to be vaccinated.
If you want to travel, you better go get that vaccine.
You should be wearing masks even when you are vaccinated if you are indoors.
If you wish to have these privileges, you need to get vaccinated.
We have to say something coming out, you don't get vaccinated, you're going to die. I mean, let's just be really blunt.
I like those masks because they kind of portray the lack of humanity in these people. Welcome back to another MAGA Meme Monday, guys. I am in a different setting. I'm on a holiday this week, so this is this week's MAGA meme setup. We're going to have a look at this week's news in memes, and then at the end of the video I'm going to take a look at the videos and memes that you guys tagged me in, so stick around for that. I mean, this wasn't a joke, but it was pretty funny. Hakeem Jeffries, he did an 8-hour and 44-minute long speech this week in order to delay Trump's big beautiful bill. He broke the House record for the longest floor speech.
Effectively in Medicaid as we know it, gut parts of the Affordable Care Act. What you essentially...
It's just so beautiful. Really brings a tear to my eye. Somebody says that someone should have pulled the fire alarm on Hakeem. After all, that's how it works, right? Now, I didn't hear about this at the time, but apparently Rep. Bowman pled guilty after pulling the fire alarm ahead of the House spending bill vote in the past. So, yeah, no, people weren't going to stoop that low, I guess, this time. And after he finally finished reading the bill, then this happened. Point to where Trump hurt you. People have been tagging me in pictures like this week. Dollar Store Obama. Apparently Jeffrey hates this moniker, so that's kind of encouraged people to keep sharing it. Patriot539 actually tagged me in this one. Dollar Store Obama. It wasn't the best plan, I have to say. Hakeem Jeffries' speech sucked so much that 2 no votes went to yes. So it kind of backfired a little bit. JD Vance says he just received this text from a Republican congressman. I was undecided on the bill, but then I watched Hakeem Jeffries' performance and now I'm a firm Yes. Even Speaker Johnson was having a bit of fun with this.
I thank the gentleman from Missouri. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, Ronald Reagan said one time that no speech should be longer than 20 minutes, and unlike the Democrat leader, I'm going to honor my colleague's time and be a little more brief than that, all right?
Very emotionally attached to this reality. I can extend the same with a sister who quite literally lived in a cutout of the hallway because we didn't have more than one bedroom where I slept on the couch. With a mom who was working almost 3 jobs, 2.5 jobs, and renting, and then rented out the spare bedroom for most of my childhood. The emotional attachment to the issue of affordability is real and raw, and for too many people.
Poor Gavin Newsom. The only problem is that some people in the comments seem to be privy to some extra information. Kevin Dalton said, quote, "Where I slept on the couch," print of Gavin Newsom in his younger years. He was the most stylish. Robert Steele said his father, William Newsom II, was a prominent San Francisco attorney and judge with ties to influential figures like the Getty family as he managed their trust. This gave the family a solid middle to upper class lifestyle, including a home in the affluent Marin County. Details. But Gavin Newsom does genuinely care about fixing housing, so much so that he's actually signed 152 bills to fix housing between 2019 to 2024. So surely this one is going to be the one. As that old saying goes, 152nd time is the charm.
I voted for Harris because she supports migration and open borders.
I voted for Harris because I pee sitting down.
I voted for Harris because I support equality in sports.
I voted for Harris because she supports small businesses.
I voted for Harris because I wouldn't have to keep the babies my fiance accidentally puts inside of me.
I voted for Harris because I want to use the women's bathroom.
What is wrong with you? Get out of here!
I voted for Harris because we needed to defund the police.
El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele has released footage of the brutal torture that deported illegal alien Kilmer Abrego Garcia was forced to endure. It's not for the faint-hearted.
Senator from now. I did not get that sentence.
I mean, he's got a nicer setup than me. When politicians make out like he was living in absolute hell, do people not see this and just never take those politicians seriously again?
They look up to some twit instead of looking up to Thomas Jefferson or looking up to Nikola Tesla or looking up to Magellan. I mean, kids, Magellan's a lot cooler than Justin Bieber. He circumnavigated with one ship the entire planet. He was killed by wild natives before they got back to Portugal. And when they got back, there was only like 11 people alive of the 200 and something crew, and the entire ship was rotting down to the waterline. That's destiny. That's will. That's striving. That's being a trailblazer, an explorer, going into space, mathematics, quantum mechanics, the secrets of the universe. It's all there. Life is fiery with its beauty. It's incredible detail. Tuning into it. They want to shatter your mind talking about Justin Bieber.
Life is fiery with its beauty, and he's right. Sometimes I wonder, what would the world be like? What would society be like if our education focused on different things, and if our culture focused on different things? It's definitely an interesting one to think about.
You gotta say. I want to tell a joke. It's about all this stuff. So Obama, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pelosi are all in an airplane together with the pilot. So Obama says, I'm going to throw this $100 bill out the window and make one American happy. And Hillary says, I'm going to throw $200 out the window and make 2 Americans happy. And Nancy Pelosi says, I'm going to throw 100 $100 bills out the window and make 100 Americans happy. And the pilot says, I can throw all 3 of you out the window and make all of America happy. I speak facts.
Where do these children learn these jokes? Who is teaching these children this? He got like no reaction from the reporters. Cynthia Nixon from Sex and the City, she tried to troll this week as well. She's got a MAGA hat. Make abortion great again. I really don't know what to say to this. From my perspective, I just can't believe that this would be something people would make such a frivolous thing, I guess.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
There are rumors this week that Barron is whispering in Trump's ear once again. Allegedly, he said, Father, the Federal Reserve is extremely close to having a nuclear weapon. And a lot of people are very pleased. Travis Matthew posted this meme this week. When history repeats itself, Japanese internment camp 1942, Alligator Alcatraz 2025. But then people started responding with memes that had a little bit more historical context. For example, maybe you don't even have to go as far back. Maybe you could go to 2022. Biden's holding facilities, as the Democrats refer to them, in comparison to Trump's concentration camp. Below is a photo of a Biden detention center in Arizona. It was outdoors in 100+ degree heat with no beds. I think I recall some photos from the Obama era as well that the Democrats had no problem with.
How can we allow Donald Trump to treat illegal immigrants like that? What? Oh, those pictures are not from the Trump administration? They're from the Biden and Obama administration. Oh, so if those pictures were from detention centers for illegal immigrants under the Biden and Obama administration, why is every Democrat complaining about the Trump administration detention centers? That looks pretty nice to me. Once again, the left-wing media knows that we are a consumer of lies. We are a consumer of their false narrative. We are a consumer of everything anti-Trump. They're going to make you think, oh my goodness, look at how bad this is. They're in cages. Those are the nice looking cages I've ever seen. Do you need more pictures from the Obama administration, their detention centers, how they were literally in things that resembled dog cages? Or how many had reported that they were not being fed, and many had reported that they went days without getting attentive care for wounds or things that were happening to them.
The media relies on you not doing your own research, and they rely on you not double checking the facts. It's the sad truth of news these days. Still to this day, they try to scream racism. and focus on race when it's nothing about race. They're just holding on for dear life, clinging to it.
Even someone as white passing as me has received Indian racism online. Okay, Kumar, if her parents didn't immigrate here, she'd be sleeping in cow shit with no rights. The irony. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
I
So
got...
you're ready for... Go ahead.
I got a racist comment. Do you want to hear it?
What is it?
If her parents did not immigrate here, she would be sleeping in cow shit with no rights. The irony.
You will be sleeping in what?
In cow shit with no rights. The irony.
Oh, okay.
Is that true?
How shit? What does that mean?
They're saying if I was still in India with you, we would be sleeping with cows in shit. But you didn't have cows in your house, right?
We did have cows in our house. So big deal.
I have to go.
Yeah.
That has to be a skit. But it turns out that Trump has been playing like 5D chess again. It was all a big double bluff. Have a look at this.
It's pretty funny. Well, I think it's funny, at least. All the illegals, they still think we're stuck with them? No. You're about to be stuck in here with us. Clock is ticking. Could be a soft tick, could be a loud one, hard to say. A word of advice, though, I'd scream if I were you. Skedaddle.
Yes, that was AI, by the way. Well done, guys. The USA Math Olympiad team beat China for the first time in 21 years. Well done. Very, very well done. Trump getting rid of the Department of Education is obviously really having a good effect already.
How the hell does our existence as trans people affect your life?
I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to explain it to you. See, it never did affect our lives. No one gave a fuck at all. We might have found it kind of weird, but we didn't give a fuck. Until you started shoving it down our throats and forcing it into our children's lives. That's when people started giving a fuck. That's when it started affecting us. Because it's being shoved into everything. And when it comes to our children, that's the one place that we draw the fucking line.
This is exactly it. I know that there's a lot of people shouting that trans people are under attack or are not safe. And yeah, if you shout something enough, a lot of people will believe it. But the truth is that most people don't care. They don't care what you do. They just don't want it imposing on their lives, their children, their circumstances. Maybe that's okay. You know, maybe that's not that big a deal.
Every single one of your basic needs should be taxpayer funded. Food, water, healthcare, shelter, clothing, electricity, transit, access to the internet. These are all basic needs that we require to survive within this society. And as such, it is society's responsibility to ensure that those are provided to its people. Full stop. End of story. Have a day.
You could just say that you were lazy, unskilled, and unable to take care of yourself, but sure, let's play this out. I go to work, it's payday, I come home, I look at my paycheck, and the government has taken almost all of my paycheck from me to put into this taxpayer fund to redistribute to the rest of society. Well, that sucks. Why should I be the one who has to labor when I could just stay home and the government's gonna take care of me? So I quit my job. Then everyone else starts quitting their jobs because the government's gonna take care of us, right? But oh shoot. Now we're having mass supply chain issues because we don't have enough production. So then the government starts assigning jobs because society's got to run, you know what I'm saying? So you get assigned a job, and if you don't do your assigned job, then you don't get your rations. Congratulations, now you're a slave. Your utopian scenario also implies the heavy assumption that the humans in charge of your rations are not corrupt. But then again, who's ever heard of a corrupt politician, am I right? Anyways, if you develop a skill set, you can get a job which allows you to make money, which would then allow you to live a lifestyle of your choosing rather than a government-assigned lifestyle. And that's just one of the reasons why communism doesn't work, but I'm sure that it just hasn't been done right yet.
She speaks so much sense. The big beautiful bill passed this week, and I mean, some people were especially excited about it. A bit of the old bum squeeze, as you do. I believe that was Tim Burchett doing that. He was obviously really happy about the bill passing. People began accumulating photos of the Democrats' faces, their reactions to the bill. was my personal favorite. A study has come out recently and shown that there's more diversity of thought on the political right than there is on the political left. Now, a lot of us probably already realize this because we've had first-hand experience with it. The right is much more likely to argue amongst themselves, to have debates about particular topics that are more nuanced, whereas the left tends to walk in lockstep with each other and have very particular ideas that they all agree on. And we see examples of this with the way that the Trump-Elon feud thing is carrying out, and some people who voted for Trump are supporting Elon's America Party, I think it's called. And then you have people like Massey and Trump disagreeing, that kind of stuff. And I did see this week, actually, there were memes that were kind of against the Big Beautiful Bill that were quite popular. This one, Thomas Massey has never had a single one of his bills pass. You understand how that just makes the Republicans look worse, right? Watching your conservative colleagues saddle Americans with more debt and inflation for like the 500th time. It's a complicated one. One man alone could not have saved all of those people on that ride, but everybody joining in together managed to keep it down, so I love that. We really, really are unbelievably powerful together. Another awesome one. Kids are starting garage bands again. I love to see this.
Calvin, what do I do when I'm lonely, bro?
So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here, you'll leave me broken, shattered alive. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot and don't need to die.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much to John for your donation to my Buy Me a Coffee account. John said, really enjoy your videos and your calm presence. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoy it and that you find it calming. Thank you so much to everybody for your support of this channel in general. Okay, let's take a look at the memes that you guys tagged me in. I haven't seen most of these yet, so I'm sure you guys would tag me in some good ones. Let's see. Joe Rogan, I've been drinking lots of water. Joe Rogan promotes ingesting liquid commonly used as engine coolant. Joe Rogan is unhinged. Gotta love the legacy media. They're great, aren't they? I've been transitioning children without their parents' consent to Christianity. Well, it would be hypocritical to oppose that now, wouldn't it? Circus is struggling to find new clowns as top prospects continue to go into politics. That's very true. You don't really see as many clowns around anymore. You know, the clowns that used to be at birthday parties. That makes sense. They've all gone into politics. When you and the homies want to discuss climate change, don't you realize they all care so much that they are using the fastest mode of transport to get there as quickly as they can? It's just because they care. Classics here.
Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! She's gonna eat it! What did you say to me? You know I carry, right?
Oh, that's so rude.
What are you? What are you? Then
I don't mob people.
Your shit. What? You go around harassing.
Are you okay? You don't look like you're all there.
I don't look like I'm all there, bitch.
I'm getting these people to walk really fast. It's really good for their health. Obesity kills more people every year than firearms.
Are you building a wall and preventing me from freely moving?
I'm not touching you.
Okay, I'm gonna go around. They're building a wall around me right now, which I thought you guys were against that. Like, Donald Trump is ruining everything. Why are you guys building a wall? Where's your walking stick, by the way?
My cane? Are you being ableist?
Louder.
You need to go.
Everyone has experienced Trump derangement syndrome. Please go to InfoWarsStore.com and find supplements that can help you with this. That can help you with Trump derangement syndrome. It starts with liver failure and then it causes brain damage.
I've never heard of this Caitlin Bennett before, but she seems scary. Floridians patrolling Alligator Alcatraz. Yeah, new line of work. Alligator riders. Never let someone who has done nothing tell you how to do anything. It's actually a pretty good point. Raised the bar, failed the bar, worked at a bar, lives at the bar, can't spell the bar, should be behind bars. You could do that for a number of them. Don and Ron's amazingly awesome Alligator Alcatraz tours. Oh my gosh. Patrick Sharp, did you make this? It's beautiful. Lubo got this birthday card from his mate. I'll make your birthday great again. Really great. The best. Happy birthday to you. Nobody wishes birthday better than me. I'm a fantastic birthday wisher. The best. Everyone agrees. Ask anyone. Believe me. Well, I'm convinced. Happy birthday, Lubo. Oh boy, going out to eat. Where are we going, Mom? To a brand new Mexican place that just opened. That is terrible. That's really bad. Come to Minnesota. We have camping. California does as well. We have bonfires. So do we. It's a bit of a competition here. Did we just become friends? Look at those eyes. Yep. A perfect pair. A match made in heaven. Someone shared this screenshot on Reddit this week. A package I forgot I ordered missed the entire Biden presidency. Order date February 12th, 2019. Delivery date February 27th, 2025. I mean, I knew that Biden's presidency was filled with a lot of incompetence, but I didn't know it ran this deep. People are wondering what on earth this person could have ordered, and somebody has joked maybe they ordered President Trump for his next term. This is the person behind it all. UN claims that 46% of all the world's firearms are owned by American civilians. Oh, hell no. We have a lot more than that. I believe it, yeah. Gangsta. Me getting executed in 2025 for my meme folder. Yeah, that'll be me. Oh, for crying out loud, I've only been gone for 5 minutes. Missing. This hits home right now because I'm away from my little doggies. And I miss them and I know they miss me. I only need to be gone for 5 seconds and Vinny would be like this. So yeah, it breaks my heart. When you barked all day to protect your family and no one even said thank you once. Sometimes we're just so ungrateful as human beings. And once again, we're going to look at the ABCs of MAGA. We're a little bit behind, I think, but let's have a look. For the 10th week, the letter is J, and proudly unaffiliated said, make America joyous again. That's a pretty good one. I'm going to say, on the topic of justice, I'm going to say, make America just again. What do you guys have for the letter J? If you can think of any words that you would like for America, write it in the comments. I love hearing them. If you guys come across any funny videos or memes, please don't forget to tag me in them on X, and then they'll have the chance to feature in one of these episodes. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to go enjoy my holiday now. I'll see you next time.